Before we get into the install, I just want to let you guys know that you're going to need a specialty tool for this job. You're going to need a Pitman arm puller. I bought this kit off of Amazon. It's an OTC kit. And this is what you're going to need right here. This is your Pitman arm puller. You can either rent this from your local auto parts store, or buy one from Napa, or whatever you want to do, but you're going to need this for this job. And that should be the only specialty tool you should need. Okay guys, so this is what the steering looks like on my pickup. Yours might be different. I don't have that sway bar up front here. I just have this steering brace. So the first thing you want to do is take your sway bar. Maybe you do have a steering brace. You're gonna want to take these. There's 2 bolts on this side and 2 on that side. We're gonna take those out. And then for me, I'm gonna have to take my set screw out to take this whole assembly down. So that's the first thing you're gonna want to do. And here she comes. There it goes. Okay guys, so the next step is to get that big nut off that's connecting your Pitman arm to your gearbox. It's an 1 5/16". I'm going to use this big ass deep well socket I have on a 1/2-inch drive. Just fit right there, and it's torqued down there pretty good, so hopefully I don't have too much trouble getting it off. There it is. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna use my puller to get the Pitman arm off. I'm actually gonna put the puller on back here first and take this off, and then take it off the gearbox. I'm only doing that because I'm putting in a new Pitman arm. If you're not putting in a new Pitman arm, but you are putting in a new gearbox, only remove it from here, and the Pitman arm will just stay onto this piece right here. But I'm going to remove it from there, and then remove it from there, since I will be replacing my Pitman arm. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove my nut on the back of my Pitman arm to get it completely off. It's a 21mm socket. Oh, that was definitely that wasn't torqued on there at all. I was expecting a battle there. That's a little scary. Okay guys, so I'm having a little troubles here. I got my Pitman arm puller here, and you don't have to worry about this if you're not replacing your Pitman arm, but you're gonna wanna put the puller there. You can use a pickle fork too, but that's gonna damage it. Anyway, my Pitman arm puller bolt right here is a little too long. I'm hitting on this. So what I'm gonna do is, I got another piece in this kit. I'm just gonna take the bolt piece from this and just put it into here, so it's a little shorter, so I'll be able to get that off no problem. And make sure when you're using your pullers or anything like that, make sure you grease your threads. I got some white lithium grease here in a can. Use anything, use silicone or whatever. Just get her nice and greased up so you don't damage your threads. Oh, that'll work great. That'll work just great. Okay, as you can see, I'm actually gonna end up having to use a wrench for this because I'm hitting this bar right here. So I'm just gonna use a 3/4 inch wrench to break that off. I'm just using a ratchet wrench here to make it a little easier. Oh, that came off pretty easy, so there we go. That is off. Next, we're just gonna undo the Pitman arm, or pull the Pitman arm from the gearbox here. So what you want to do, put your puller in like that and rotate it so it fits on. I'm gonna have to unthread my screw a little bit. And then it should just fit right in between there. This one's gonna be a little trickier. If it gets really hard like it is right now, you just want to get hammering. I'm replacing my Pitman arm, so I don't care if I beat it up too bad. I'm gonna actually switch to my breaker bar, just so I don't damage my ratchet. And there it is. She is free. Just like that, guys. That's how you remove your Pitman. Okay guys, next thing we're gonna do is put our Pitman arm back on. It's gonna be a little tricky since we got the drag link off. So we're just gonna see if we can't get this guy in here. Okay, get that. We can put our locking nut and Pitman arm nut back on. Try to get that drag link in here. I'm gonna have to give it some taps, but for the most part, we're kind of set to move ahead here. There it comes. Okay, so we got the drag link on. We can put our nut wherever that went. Here it is. Put that nut back on the drag link. Okay, we got the drag link kind of started there. I'm gonna start tightening the Pitman arm nut now. She'll start to slide up. Okay guys, I got my big torque wrench here, and we're gonna attempt to torque this thing down to 225 foot-pounds. That's a lot. Okay guys, so after you get your sector shaft nut torqued down to 225 foot-pounds, just go ahead and put the nut back onto your drag link in the back of your Pitman arm and torque that down to 65 foot-pounds. And there's also a cotter pin that goes through there, so make sure you put that back in or put a new one in if you broke it. And after that, you just want to put your sway bar on, or in my case, I just had a steering brace, put that back on, and you're pretty much done. And you shouldn't need an alignment since we put the Pitman arm back on exactly how we took it off. So I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.